In a healthy relationship, usually both partners take up for each other. If somebody says something bad about their partner, they'll defend them. I mean, women grow up feeling protected, and like when they get married or they have a boyfriend or a husband, that he's going to stand up for them, to everybody, to anybody that says anything bad, including his family. And I think men need that support. They don't necessarily grow up feeling that way, but they do grow up feeling like when they have a wife, she will have his back and she will be supportive of him. So what happens when you're the guy and you're with your wife and her friends and the wife talks bad about you? Or what happens when you're the wife and you're with your husband at his family's house and his mother or one of his siblings says something derogatory to you? It causes problems. And as a clinical psychotherapist that works with couples all the time, I'm telling you, it's very important to understand why it happens and also to do something about it. Because what happens is if you don't stick up for your partner will begin secretly going behind your back, and that will be one of their major complaints, and they'll start feeling alienated, lonely, and resentful and angry that they don't have somebody on their side. When you get married to someone, you're a unit, you're a team, and that means you have each other's back. So one of the reasons that people don't take each other's back in relationships is because they have different temperaments. Like, I have things that I'm really sensitive about, and if I don't share those things with my husband, or before we go to his family's house, I don't remind him, hey Ron, if anything comes up about this, please have my back, it's likely he won't intervene. And the reason he won't intervene is because he doesn't understand the intensity of my sensitivity or my embarrassment or my wanting to keep whatever the issue was private. So I'm going to recommend that you first of all list like 5 things and talk to each other about what those 5 things are that you really want your partner's support with. It can be any issue. It can be their family, it can be certain friends, it can be maybe somebody lost a job and they're feeling really bad about it and they don't want their partner telling other people or making like any kind of insinuations about why it happened. The second reason is that, partners hold back because they're just not sure if this should be one of those situations they let go, or if they're even allowed. This happens a lot with husbands when they don't stand up to their wife's mother. Sometimes moms will say hurtful things to their daughters, and it's important, guys, that you remind your mother-in-law at that time that she raised a great daughter, because you love your wife. That's going to do 2 things. Number 1, it's going maybe to make your mother-in-law, initially feel kind of bad because she's been reprimanded. Secondly, though, when she thinks about it, she's going to go, wow, my daughter has someone on her team, someone who has her back, and I am grateful he chose to defend her. You see, things can work like that because parents of kids understand how important it is that their child is with someone who protects them and supports them. So it's always a good idea if you can communicate about it and talk about it, what makes you feel bad. I think the last thing is that couples oftentimes don't pick wise battles. They blow up too easily, or they get hurt too easily. They don't take time to think about it. If you believe that your partner needs your support and is upset by you because you didn't offer it, don't just sweep it under the rug and say, well, they never said anything, so I'm not going to either. No, don't do that. What you want to do is you want to go to them when it's quiet and you're alone with them and say, hey, listen, I saw the look on your face and I'm thinking maybe I should have jumped in or defended you, but I wasn't sure if this was something that maybe we were making something bigger out of it than it needed to be. In other words, I'm not saying you're not hurt, but I'm saying I'm your partner, and I want to be sure that we're both picking our battles wisely. I think when couples help each other with that, goes a long way. And at the end, always say, I'm sorry. You know, I am there for you 100%. And if I failed this time, please let me know and please forgive me. But I just thought about it and I decided not to this time. The more honest and sincere you are with communicating that, you're going to make your partner feel so loved and supported. I hope this helps you. It sounds like a small issue, but it's really not. It's part of the reasons that healthy relationships turn not so healthy and end up feeling alienated and alone.